This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Tiger Stadium and Alamogordo Tiger football. I'm Charles Winnicke. Thanks for tuning in tonight. The Tigers and the Carlsbad Cavemen get ready to face off District 3 6A matchup. Just 3 games left in the season for the Tigers, 4 weeks left in the regular season for most of high school football in New Mexico. We are on the stretch run towards the playoffs, and it all matters. Not that it didn't in other weeks, but we're certainly getting to crunch time. And this is one of the bigger matchups that certainly we've been looking at as the season has progressed in towards the Alamogordo Tigers' hopes of making the postseason this year. Both teams are out on the field. Tigers are in all black tonight, at least right now. Last time we were at home for homecoming, Alamo came back out with their gold uniforms on, so I won't say for sure what exactly they're going to be wearing tonight. Carlsbad's in all white tonight with blue numerals and white helmets. And I would assume that's what they're probably going to wear tonight as well. We've got the stands starting to fill in. See a decent amount of blue over on the far side for the Cavemen fans. And Alamogordo fans are starting to work their way in. The Tiger Band in the house. Pretty breezy night. The wind kind of blowing, it looks like from south to north, maybe southwest, northeast. So not really across the field, but we'll see as the night goes on. I think it may be blowing more from the near sideline to the far sideline. What kind of a big impact that has. I mean, Alamogordo really hasn't had a huge kicking game this year. Punts certainly, that could have an impact, especially if the wind, as I mentioned, is blowing against you as you're heading south. Could be challenging for punts tonight. Of course, for Alamogordo, you're hoping you're not punting tonight. Both teams are 4-3 coming to this. Carlsbad's 2-1 in district. Alamogordo's 1-2. Carlsbad's gotten the 2 important wins in their district schedule. Not that they didn't want to beat Centennial, but beating Clovis, beating Oregon Mountain, and if they were to beat Alamogordo tonight, they, by all intents and purposes, should be a playoff team this year. They've got Hobbs and Las Cruces to finish up their schedule. Alamo's got Clovis at the end of the year, Cruces next week, and, of course, this game tonight. And for Alamogordo, a win tonight, a win in the final week against Clovis. Really hard to see a scenario where Alamogordo doesn't make the playoffs with those 2 wins. Certainly, if they were to beat Las Cruces, that would help things considerably, considering they're the number 1 team in the state and undefeated. And I feel like that's a relatively obvious thing to say, but certainly that would be a difficult win to get. You never know. Cruces is rolling right now. They've been playing some fantastic football all season long. We'll get to see that one next Thursday, though, here at Tiger Stadium. Tonight, it's Tigers and Cavemen. We'll hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko coming up next. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll be right back here to Tiger Stadium after we hear from our fantastic sponsors. This is Tiger Football on 1230 AM and 101.9 FM.
National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019 on a nice night here in the Tularosa Basin. A bit breezy, but temperatures in the 70s, and we're ready for some Tiger football. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, and let's hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Cisco.
As always, Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Cisco joins us. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, man. Appreciate you having me.
And getting into another district game this week, but we'll look back at last week. And, I think you said going into it, the big thing against Centennial was getting off the field on third down. Really, it was getting off the field on fourth down for you guys. You make a couple plays there, and maybe it's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we came out really well to start the game. We go down, score, pop a big run, and then we get a 3-and-out immediately from them, but we don't capitalize on that. We get great field position, and then we have a 3-and-out ourselves. And then we get called for a holding call after we get a first down to really put us behind the chains. So then you get to the second half, and we struggle to get them off the field, and then we get them in a 3rd and long, and we didn't get a penalty called for a delay of game, which I lost my mind because it should have been. They shouldn't have reset the play clock. And the white hat goes, "Oh yeah, well, no, I reset it. I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I screwed up, and I was like, okay. That would have made it 3rd and really long, and probably had a shot to get off the field, but. Credit Centennial and those 2 4 downs that we could have got them off the field and had a chance in a 1-possession game. They made the play and we didn't.
Yeah. But I mean, just as you said going into it, you guys felt like that you can compete with Centennial. We talk about being able to compete against Centennial, Cruces, Hobbs. And you guys were right there in the game the whole way. If you get the 2-point conversion, who knows what happens after that. The onside kick was kind of close to being recovered too. So I mean, you guys were in it the whole way and had certainly had your opportunities. The offense again moves the ball well, and it was a little bit different this week. Nate really didn't get going, but Bryson, really was able to get going this week.
Yeah, and you go to those 2 missed extra points that were blocks. That's us blowing a blocking scheme up front. Then you go to us going for 2 to try to make it a 1-possession game, and we just make a bad cut. I mean, we probably stay outside. We probably walk in the end zone. But that's the life we live with teenagers and having to make plays in that moment. And it is what it is at that point, and you just tip your hat to their kids for making the play and get our kids encouraged to keep playing and play the next play. Bryson had a good game. I mean, that credit goes to us up front. I don't think we played great up front. I think we played okay. We also were missing 2 starters up front, so – with that, I thought we played pretty well, considering how we ran the football. And then when Bryson broke 2 leads, and one was a 79-yarder, he did get joked around with that he didn't get caught that time. And then somebody says, well, that's 2nd quarter Bryson, not 4th quarter Bryson.
Poor Bryson.
Yeah, because he plays a lot. I mean, he's on the field the entire time. So and we understand that. But Centennial had a good game plan. They weren't going to let Best beat them. They were going to do whatever they can to take the ball out of that kid's hands, which is a good game plan. And Best stepped up. Credit to our fullback, Jaden Valdez, played okay. Offensive line played okay. And Best made a couple plays when we needed to keep us in it. We just couldn't get off the field in that 4th quarter with about 5 minutes left.
And it seemed like the defense almost there, almost in terms of having a great game, but just didn't have the stops when they needed to. But it seems like in a lot of places they really had a good game last week.
You go back and watch that film and you give up 42 points or whatever it was, and you're disappointed in the outcome for sure. But giving up 42 points, you're kind of sick to your stomach as well. But we're about a step behind in a lot of things, and then we get them in situations where we couldn't get them off the field and put them in a long yardage situation. And they've got good kids. I mean, that Ramirez kid is a stud. He made plays when they needed to, and I want to say, I told you he's going to touch it 20, 25 times. He touched almost 30.
Yeah.
So that's a good football team. There's a reason why they're ranked number 3 in the state. I mean, it's frustrating on our end because we go up there and play really well against the top-tier team in the state and have an opportunity to win. We just don't make enough plays to win that game, and that's the frustrating part with these guys is, yeah, we can beat certain people in the state, but we've got to get to that level where we can beat those other guys in the state.
Yeah, that was something I said afterwards is, the moral victories, hey, we competed well against a good team, that really doesn't seem to be enough for you guys anymore.
No, not with this group, for sure. This group is really, we're trying to get them over that hump because it's not about just getting in the playoffs, it's about winning playoff games. And to do that, you're going to play top teams in the state. And we've proven that we can play with those teams. We got to limit the mistakes and then to capitalize on our opportunities to score points and get stops to give us a shot to win the game late in the fourth quarter.
Well, we've been talking all season about the games, needing to win, wanting to win, to, be a playoff team. This is one of those this week against Carlsbad. But if you guys want to feel really secure about it, being Carlsbad and Clovis to make the playoffs, those are the two that you really need to get. So, a solid Carlsbad team that's been, they beat Oregon Mountain last week, kind of a similar score to you guys. And, this is going to be certainly a challenge for you. This is a really solid team, and I'm sure they are massive up front.
They're not as big as you would think.
No, not really. Okay,
no.
that's unusual for them.
This might be one of those games where we're the bigger guys.
Wow,
for
okay.
a lot of it. But, Carlsbad, we talked about it. We've known this is a big game all year. We told our kids on Monday they got to win 2 of the next 3 to really solidify their playoff chances. And everybody was asking me, is this the biggest game of the year? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's the game on Friday. I mean, last week against Centennial, the biggest game of the year was against Centennial. And next week, the biggest game of the year will be against Cruces. So, yeah, it's a big game in that regard. We still have those blinders on and only focus on the week ahead of us. But Carlsbad's a good team. They're well coached. I've known Coach Sanders for a long time. He's an old Roswell boy, even though he went to the other side of town. Went to college with them, played at Eastern with them. He's done a really good job of getting those skilled kids, and they've got some speed to burn. I mean, they got some skilled kids that can go. They got a big play receiver in Bobby Castaneda, number 6, that can blow the top off coverage, and they take vertical shots with him 4 or 5 times a game, and he's probably one of the better ones in the state. You go to their quarterback, number 14, Marley Munoz, a real good athlete with a cannon of an arm but can run. And I don't say he's the best runner we face, but he might have the best arm we played all year. But they do include him in the run game and let him go. Big, powerful running back in Brock Wright, number 27, that's downhill, strong. He played against us last year. He's a big physical kid and runs behind his pads really well. So defensively, we've got to rally to the ball tackle. And I think this kind of matchups a little bit better with us because they're not going to necessarily just put 7, 8 guys in the box and kind of physically try to take advantage of us. So we get our kids in space and let them run. Hopefully we can run around, make some plays, and cause some turnovers.
And this has been a game that has been super competitive and really close pretty much every year that this has been a district game over the last few seasons. And so it's, like we talked about last week, sometimes the little things, it very much could be the little things for you guys. But you feel obviously with what you do both offensively and defensively, it's you guys can get this football game at home on Friday night.
And this is our 4th time playing them in this district. And I want to say the first year they beat us by 1 possession over there. We beat them here at home, and then last year they beat us by 5 over there, and we had the ball inside the 10 with under a minute to go and couldn't score. And it's just those little things. Those 2 losses have been young kids having to grow up and making mistakes when they didn't need to and making the wrong decisions at certain times in the game. But it's always a very competitive game. It's a fun game for anybody that's there. It's a knockdown, drag out, and they're going to be physical with us. They got some explosiveness. They're going to hit some big plays. We're going to hit big plays. I thought we've had a really good week offensively. I thought our offensive staff did a good job scheming some stuff to take advantage of them. But it's going to be a fun game, and this is going to be one of those games that it's probably going to be a better game than us against Roswell. It's going to be a better game than us against Oregon Mountain if people got nothing to do on Friday night. Come watch a really good football game between two quality 6A football programs.
Here are are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR for 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Charles here with you as the Tigers and the Cavemen have both gone back to their respective locker rooms and should be back on the field here in the next 10-15 minutes. Let's look at the Carlsbad Cavemen this season, 4-3 overall. They opened up with a loss to Artesia at home, 48-24. They'd bounce back with a close win over Goddard, 16-14, and then would win a close one against Lovington as well, 31-28. They would lose at Cibola 23-7, lose a pretty crazy game against Centennial 21-20. They'd made it a 1-point game with 1 second remaining, and they did recover the onside kick, but you can't advance an onside kick. The video of it, though, the kid for Carlsbad got it and ran it all the way to the end zone. Looked like they had won the game, but unfortunately the rules did not allow that, and so they ended up dropping that game by 1. Clovis beat them 41-28, and then Oregon Mountain 35-7. So they've looked good in their first 2 district games and trying to, or for 2 of their first 3 district games, and trying to keep that momentum here. They'll go to a bye after this week before hosting Las Cruces on the 24th, and then on the 31st, matchup against Hobbs in Hobbs to finish up their season. They you heard from Coach Cisco talk about some of their key players. Got a really good quarterback in Marley Munoz, who has thrown for 757 yards, 8 touchdowns, just 1 interception. So he's been good about not giving up the ball. And Coach gave him a lot of credit in terms of his arm strength, and maybe the best that they've seen from that standpoint. Maybe not the best quarterback that the Tigers have seen this year, but may not be too far off. It's always hard to make those comparisons from one team to another. Obviously, Munoz does well for this Carlsbad team. They run the ball well with both Munoz and with number 27, Brock Wright, who's got some power behind him. He's rushed for 641 yards and 5 touchdowns. Munoz has 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. They've been pretty balanced this year. They've thrown for about 1,000 yards. They've run for about, or a little over 1,100, almost 1,200 yards this season. And they've got a fantastic wide receiver in number 6, Robert Castaneda, who's got 8 touchdown receptions this year, including one that went 83 yards. Tigers will have to do well to keep him under wraps tonight, and I'm sure it'll be a big challenge for them as the evening progresses. Defensively, number 9, Colton McKibben leading the team in tackles with 63, 30 solo, 33 assists. And number 13, Rio Sanchez with 37 total tackles. Number 3, Lennon Ananins. Oh, I'm going to mess that one up all night long. And I'll have to ask one of the Carlsbad coaches. Right. That one threw me off. Anyway, and then number 94, Zayland Pesante, who I believe has a few sacks this year as well. He's got 3 sacks for the team. They've forced 7 interceptions this year. Rio Sanchez has got 3 of those. And Ananins, I'm going to double check on that one. And let's see, on fumble recoveries this year, they've recovered 6. This is a defense that has forced a lot of turnovers this year, 13. And they don't turn the ball over very much on the offensive end as well. When you figure there's only been, I think, 2 interceptions given up by their team this year, pretty impressive what they have done for sure. All right, we're continuing on with pregame. Like I said, the band has made their way out. The Carlsbad Cavemen are taking the field on the far sideline, led with a couple of their players with American flags, and they run through their banner over on the far side. The Carlsbad cheerleaders have also made the trip here to Alamogordo tonight. Meanwhile, for the Alamogordo Tigers, we know what offensively for Alamogordo, what it's going to take, and having a big game from Best and Bloom and Sarah Saris and maybe a couple other guys. Maybe we'll start getting the wide receivers a little bit more. They make plays when they need to. We saw Keaton Arona make a play, last week, the touchdown. We've seen Tristan Bowman make plays this year. They're certainly capable of it, but the offensive line and running the football, that's been Alamogordo's bread and butter this year. I think defensively is going to be interesting to watch today. Is can they, slow down Castaneda, and I would also say, in the last 2 weeks, a struggle for this Tiger football team. Last 2 weeks, Hobbs and Centennial. I'm trying to think the sequence of games over the last couple of weeks. But I did notice number 4, Samuel Strong, is dressed out tonight. I don't know if that means he's going to be full in order to play tonight. That will help on the back end of the safety position. Him and Bryson Bloom are tough back there in the safeties. And on the offensive and defensive lines, Alamogordo is not mismatched in this game as they have been at times this year. Now, I've felt like in games where they have been mismatched, they've played well, and that has not been something that has affected them. So, not really sure that that makes that big of a difference. There are some times, though, when you just have a huge offensive line that you're dealing with as the night goes on. That's a big problem. They just wear you out. But I think Alamogordo's done that to some teams this year with their offensive line, so we'll see if they can make that happen this evening. Well, we should be getting to the national anthem here before too long and getting ready to get this one underway. But I think some other keys as well. Alamo special teams, they didn't have any issues on kickoff return last week. They cleaned that up from the week before against Hobbs. Certainly a positive. And, they're hoping to not have to punt too much tonight. But that was something that caused them a little bit of troubles. I think in the way game against Hobbs looked better against Centennial. Taking advantage of short fields tonight is going to be a big one. Last week that probably cost the Tigers the win. And then, you also throw in the getting off the field on 3rd and 4th downs when you get the team into a punting situation, being able to make your way off of the field. Super important for the Tigers this evening. All right, looks like we're about ready for tonight's national anthem, and we will go ahead and come back to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk. Stay with us.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the NMAA, are the 47,000 high school sports and performing arts students in New Mexico. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
The Alamogordo Tigers taking the field as we come back on the air. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Tigers did stay in their black uniforms tonight. They did not switch up to the gold. And they're running over to the north end zone to take a knee. And we'll be almost ready to get this one underway as the kids come out on the field. And I think they had some wranglers today. The JV guys helped wrangle the kids going back the other direction after they came out onto the field. But hey, 4-3 versus 4-3, 2-1 for Carlsbad and District, 1-2 for Alamogordo. This has been an exceptionally close game the last few years. I think Carlsbad won by 10, it'll be 4 years ago. 3 years ago. 2 years ago, Alamo won here by 7. And then a 5-point win for Carlsbad last year with Alamo having a chance to maybe get in the end zone at the end of the game and win it. Didn't work out that way, but we'll see how tonight goes. Both these teams are having good years, and both these teams might end up making the postseason. It's one of those that I don't think it's the end of the world if Alamogordo loses this game or Carlsbad loses this game, but it will make it. Carlsbad might be a little bit tougher just from a standpoint of who they have left and getting to 5-5 on the season. Alamo has maybe a better chance at that, but what I would say, certainly from the Tiger standpoint, is don't leave it in anybody else's hands. You have the opportunity to control your own destiny, and that's what you're hoping to do tonight. Easier said than done. The other team obviously wants to get out with a win, too. Tigers are going to kick off. They'll go from left to right, kicking off. Carlsbad right to left, so that is from the south end zone going towards the north end zone. Of course, the field turf here, well, I guess we haven't done the coin toss yet. Tigers were coming out like they were kicking off. I guess we haven't done that yet. Unusual. Wonder why that didn't happen. Anyhow, they're doing that right now. So Tigers were lining up in their kick formation like they were going to be kicking it off, so that may not be the case. Usually they do this about 20, 25 minutes before teams come out at 7 o'clock, but it doesn't make that big of a difference. So we'll find out live here who they are going to be, who's going to be receiving. Tigers, again, are dressed in black tops, black pants, white numerals, gold outlining, black helmets. Well, maybe we did already do this. I don't know. Alamo's kicking. I guess we needed to have the captains meet or something. I'm not sure what happened there. That was different. Anyway, Carlsbad in all white pants, white tops, blue numerals, white helmets with a blue stripe down the middle. And some touches of pink for the Tigers tonight. A lot of guys wearing pink undershirts or pink socks, with it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Saw pink out last night for the Alamogordo boys soccer team game. Dig Pink was on Tuesday night for Alamogordo volleyball. And I'm sure we'll see more of that as the month continues. So, all right. Alamo is kicking. Everything what I said before is absolutely correct. Ready to get this one underway with the Alamogordo Tigers and the Carlsbad Cavemen. Tigers' last Friday night home game. It's an okay crowd. Not overly blown away by it, but Carlsbad's had a nice contingent that's coming over as well. So Damian Moreno to kick it off for the Tigers, and it's a line drive kick that is picked up at the 10-yard line. And a fake reverse Castaneda trying to go all the way around the corner, and he's able to do so, and he's up the far sideline, and he is still running. He is at the 20 to the 10, 5, and touchdown. I'm looking around. I don't believe I see any penalty flags. Oh, I take that back. There is. Yeah, there's one back at the 10-yard line. And I think it's going to be an illegal peel-back block. One of the Tigers was down at the 10. You had guys moving in different directions. And so that will be taken off the board. Number 7 for the Tigers was down. That's Daniel Silva. So what would have been a 90-yard kickoff return is going to bring it back all the way to their own 5-yard line. So that's where Carlsbad will begin it. So essentially, Castaneda started on the numbers on the near sideline and was reversing field, and one of the Carlsbad Cavemen was coming back and blindside blocked one of the Tigers, and that's why they called the penalty. So it'll be 4 wide receivers for Carlsbad, running back to the left. And Carlsbad will run it off the far side, and here's a run across the 10-yard line and positive yardage. And it'll look like number 4 on the run there for Carlsbad. That is Even Leos. And so the Cavemen in the huddle, gain goes to the 12. It's a gain of 7. So Munoz out of the shotgun, takes the snap, and the throw to Castaneda on the near side. Castaneda makes the catch at the 20, and he will pick up the first down for the Cavemen. Bloom gets the tackle for the Tigers, but it's a gain of 8. And the Cavemen get out from deep in their own territory after the penalty, and we'll have a 1st and 10 from the 20. So it'll be 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom, and 1 just off the end of the right side of the line, and back to throw and going deep down the middle of the field, and just a yard or 2 too far. The defender had gotten by, or rather I should say the receiver had gotten by the Alamogordo defenders and was wide open, but the pass just a little bit too far. Looked like, I think it was that Castaneda? I think that was, no, number 11. Jaden Harper was the intended wide receiver. So it'll be 3 wide receivers for Carlsbad. And it'll be a straight run to the right side this time for Munoz. And Munoz will pick up minimal yards. I think Munoz was the one on the carry the first play of the game. I saw 4, but didn't quite see the 1. Carlsbad numbers are a little hard to read from up here. It's a 5-yard gain, and it will be 3rd down and 5 for the Cavemen. And here's one of those opportunities for the Tigers to get off the field. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. Ball's on the far hash. Tigers with 4 down linemen. Munoz takes the snap and standing in the pocket. Still standing. Still now rolling to his right, and will go deep up the far sideline. It is going to be broken up. Moreno makes a nice play. Had Castaneda at about the 40-yard line on the Tigers side of the field and was able to time that to where he didn't get called for DPI and break it up. And so it'll be 4th down and 5, and at the moment, Carlsbad has the offense on the field still. Now they're bringing the punting unit on. So the Tigers get off the field on 3rd down. They do give up 1 first down. Punter standing back at about his own 14-yard line. And they're going to throw it, and it is complete at the 30, and up ahead to the 45-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. I have to ask the question there, that an eligible man downfield on that? Maybe they had 5 in the backfield. Now the punter held on to it and threw it, and Carlsbad gets it on the fake punt. They get it to the 45-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. 20 yards on the completion. I was about to say, watch out for the fake here, but I thought first drive of the game, they're not going to try that, so I didn't vocalize that. Here's the handoff to Wright. Wright is going to be wrapped up, but he's able to drag a defender with him for a couple of yards. And we'll get it to the 48-yard line and a gain of 5. 2nd and 7 for Carlsbad. It's 8:52 to go here in quarter number 1. No score. Opening drive for the Cavemen, and they've kept the drive alive with that fake punt. Here's the snap, and Wright will get it. Goes off right tackle, makes a cut up the field to the 50. He's to the 40, just tripped up as he was trying to break out into the open. And he is down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on the run for Wright. 1st and 10 for Carlsbad as they move the chains for the 3rd time on this drive. In Tiger territory now at the 35, going right to left. Ball's on the far hash. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, and like a tight end kind of standing or a lead back just off the left side of the line. Here's the handoff to right again as he goes up the middle, and again it's going to be a big gain. He's across the 30, gets away from one tackler to the 20, puts his head down and is down to about the 6-yard line. There is a penalty flag, though, on the ground back at about the 27-yard line. So we'll wait and see what that is. And it is holding on Carlsbad. So it'll be, I think at first and I think about 12 probably. I think it was the 27-yard line to go back to the 37. Or are they marking that back from the previous spot? Huh. Now the penalty flag was down in front of the play, so I'm surprised they marked that 10 yards from the previous spot. I think the Tigers caught a little bit of break there. If I'm on the Carlsbad bench, I'm asking the question at least, but it'll be 1st and 20. Carlsbad with under 10 on the play clock, finally break the huddle. And it'll bring 3 wide receivers to the bottom and 1 to the top. Here's the snap, and rolling to his left out of the pocket is Munoz looking to throw. He completes it, but no, he doesn't actually. Off the hands of the receiver, number 5, Eloy Lopez. Jesse Galez was also there in coverage. So it dropped. Completion. And it'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Cavemen. Clock stops with 7:44 to go. We're in the first quarter of play, opening drive of the game. Carlsbad was stopped, picked up a completion on a punt. Fake punt. And has marched down the field since then. Munoz again in the pocket looking to throw. And he is going to complete it. And brought down near the original line of scrimmage is number 11. That is Jaden Harper, who makes his first catch of the night. A gain of 11. Now they're going to mark him at the 35, so gain of 10, so it'll be 3rd and 10 for Carlsbad. And they faked a bubble screen, and Tigers had dropped into a zone and just sort of sat down in it and caught it at the hash at about the 35-yard line. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom for Carlsbad, running back to the left of Munoz, and then a penalty flag goes flying. And I guess one of the Cavemen false started. Boy, it almost didn't look like they were even ready to snap it yet. Who false started? Huh. Seemed like very early in the pre-snap sequence for that to be a 5-yard penalty there, but already 25 yards were the penalties for the Carlsbad Cavemen. 3rd and 15 now. Trips to the top and 1 to the bottom. Guessing maybe the wide receiver flinched. I don't know. Munoz, draw play up the middle. There is nowhere to go, though. Tigers had that blocked up the middle. Sarasaris was in there. Looked like number 50. Michael Scott was in there as well, and it's no gain. And this is kind of no man's land here if you're Carlsbad. Are they going to punt it here? By the way, I want to give credit to Eloy Lopez, who's the punter. He completed the pass on the fake earlier. Snap is over the head of Lopez, all the way back to about the 30. He's going to be able to get it away, though. And it'll bounce 5 and, just went into the end zone. That almost worked out well for Carlsbad. Seemed like Carlsbad wasn't ready for the snap. Alamo wasn't really ready either, but Alamo is going to eventually get the stop here. The penalties catch up to Carlsbad on that drive. And Alamogordo will get a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Credit to Lopez, who went back. He was standing initially at about the 50-yard line, had to run back to about his own 30 to get it, and then was able to get off a line drive punt that ended up going in the end zone. And his up man nearly got down there to down it inside the 5. Tigers line up with 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Lead backs off to the right. Of course, Best at quarterback, Bloom in at running back. Best going to run off the near side. Gets Bloom as a lead blocker. Best Finding for some extra yards. He's across the 25, spin forward, and work his way to the 27, 28-yard line. Last week was a tough week for Best. He really didn't get going running the football as much as he has been this year. He didn't have a bad game. He just didn't have the kind of game that we're used to him seeing, or used to see him have. Because it's pretty much 100 yards as a gimme every game for him. Tigers going to the I formation here on a 2nd down and 2. Cavemen with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. And the snap, and they'll give it to Bloom, who goes straight up the middle. Bloom fighting for that first down marker, but maybe just short. The far line judge has got him to the 30. And they are going to move the chains. So Tigers get the first down. So Alamo just gets to the 30-yard line. All you had to do was get the nose of the football to the 30-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 4:53 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Tigers' first drive of the game. They pick up a first down on 2nd. And we'll stay in the I formation. 2 receivers up to the top. And Best toss play to the left for Bloom. Bloom to the 30, to the 35, will be brought down. Was patient getting some blocks in front of him. And eventually brought down at the 35. It's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers now. Ball's in the far hash. Alamogordo goes left to right, headed towards the south end zone at Tiger Stadium. Tigers open it up in the shotgun, then 2 plays under I, or under center in I. And now we'll go back to the shotgun here. Lead back is to the right side, 2 receivers to the bottom. Here's the snap, and Best rolling to his right. Then looking to throw. He's going to go deep down the field. He's got Bowman open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. 5. Touchdown. Alamogordo Tigers. 65-yard touchdown reception for Tristan Bowman. As the Cavemen were playing the run, let Bowman get behind, and Best was able to hook up with Bowman. That might be the same play the Tigers scored, I think, back to the Deming game. Very similar looking play. And the Tigers are in the end zone and lead 6-0 over the. Bowman, after the touchdown, will hold the extra point. Damian Moreno will try it. Right-footed kicker. Tigers had some issues on block coverage last week. Like Carlsbad may have jumped offside. I don't think they. Yeah. The man on the far side called offsides. It's dead ball. So I think they've got to come back, right? Yeah. Oh, they're going to let him decline it. Okay. Didn't think you could do that if it's a dead ball. I think they have to kick it again, don't they? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the break. If they do kick it during the break, I'll let you know what happened. 7-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Alamogordo Tigers lead the Carlsbad Cavemen, and we will be right back.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Moreno, kickoff is another line drive that's taken at about the 10-yard line, and the Carlsbad returner is Lopez as he'll get it to the 25 before he is brought down. 7-0 Alamogordo, 3:31 to go in the first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and Carlsbad gets their second offensive drive of the game. They look good offensively, I thought. Here's a snap. Munoz, just a straight run to the right side. He's up the sideline. Munoz still running, and eventually steps out of bounds. Looks like he gets it to the 43-yard line. Drive start was actually up at the 27. And that is a gain of 16 for Munoz. And the Cavemen pick up a first down on the opening play of the drive. To the 42. How about 15? First and 10 for Carlsbad. Ball's on the far hash. Snap. Munoz looked to be running the near side and then steps back and throws. Got a man. He's got the touchdown for Castaneda. Boy, pretty similar to what the Tigers did there. Fake the run. And then Munoz stepped back and launched it deep. And that was one of the big goals for the Tigers, was to not let Castaneda get behind him. And unfortunately, it happens right there as it's 62 yards and Carlsbad an extra point away from tying it up. That's a little bit of air out of the balloon if you're the Tigers. Snap and the kick is up, and that is good. Lennon. Ananin. I got to ask that. I'm going to ask the coach during the break and make sure I pronounce that right. I'm sure I'm going to say his name a few more times tonight. 2:23 to go here in quarter number 1. 7-7. As the Cavemen answer right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Cavemen and Tigers tied up at 7 apiece. I redid my math. 58-yard touchdown pass from Marley Munoz to Robert Castaneda. And here's a line drive kickoff, and it's right to Strong at the 20. He goes to the 25 and will be brought down shy of the 30-yard line at the 29 is where the Tigers will start the second drive. So both teams have a long touchdown pass tonight. And are we going to see a shootout? Carlsbad defense get a stop here. It's going to be a fun one to watch as the evening progresses. Tigers run out and 2 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. They'll bring Sarah Saris in at running back here. Running back to the right of Best, who will fake the handoff and is going to go straight up the middle and then will break it to the outside, and Best to the 50, Best to the 40, 30 up the near sideline, 20, 10. It's a Tiger touchdown. We're just putting points up in bunches here in this first quarter. This goes 71 yards for the touchdown, and Alamogordo back in front, 13-7, just like that. These two defenses are not necessarily having a great start to this game. He was going to cut inside right at about the line of scrimmage and then bounced it to the outside and found a hole and then used his athleticism to pull away. My goodness. Snap is low, and the Tigers had to just try to do something with it. Bowman hopped up quickly and was going to try to throw it to Arona. And unfortunately, the point after woes continue for the Tigers. 13-7 your score. You're listening to Tiger Football and Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Kickoff goes into the end zone, and Carlsbad will begin at their own 20-yard line. So Nate Best has a 65-yard touchdown pass and a 71-yard touchdown run. It's good for the stat book, right? But most importantly, it's good for the scoreboard. 13-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Alamogordo leads. 2:01 to go here. Well, it shows 1:59, but I don't think any time should have run off the clock. Don't know if I guess the Carlsbad player may have touched in zone. Two receivers at the top, one at the bottom. Lead back off to the left for the Cavemen and out of the shotgun formation. And Munoz will hand it off right. Will go off the far side. He cuts back in and gets across the 25 and is brought down at about the 26-yard line as he picks up 6. Well, I guess the question was this game going to be crazy like this the whole way, or will it settle in a little bit? And it did kind of settle in. Carlsbad had that long opening drive. Tigers picked up a first down and then had the long touchdown, and then we've had basically 3 long touchdowns in about a 4 or 5 play span. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Ball's in the far hash. Munoz is going to throw and complete it. Just shy of the first down, it looks like, over on the far sideline. Completes to number 11, Eloy Lopez. I'm sorry, Jaden Harper on the completion. So it's a gain of 3. And by the way, it's Lennon Aninas. I think that's right. That's what the coaches told me. So that sounds better than whatever I was trying to say for number 3. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. And the snap, and Munoz, he'll keep it on the read option. Jumps over one of the defenders who was on the ground at about the line of scrimmage, and Munoz continues to fight hard for yardage as he gets across the 40. Easily had the first down and a bit more as he'll get to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Cavemen will move the chains. First and 10 for Carlsbad at their own 42. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Tigers up by 6. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Now 2 running backs in the backfield. First time we've seen this for Carlsbad. Wright will get it, and he takes it off far side and is going to work his way to the 45. Pick up a gain of 3 on the first down run. It'll be second down and 7. Carlsbad looking to be hurrying a little bit here, so they should easily get a play off. And actually, they would have to snap it before the play clock anyway. Munoz, back to pass. Stands back at his own 25. Still looking. Throws and completes it. Finds Castaneda. It's about the 40-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42 of Alamogordo. Stop the clock, and it will be a first down. Tigers have got to get more pressure on Munoz. If he's able to stand back there for 5-6 seconds, it's going to be really difficult on the Tiger secondary. Clock is not running. Carlsbad, I think, thought that they were going to be able to run up the time, but they stopped it because the player went out of bounds. And they're going to have to use a timeout. So first timeout called by Carlsbad, 9 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Both teams with at least a long touchdown. Carlsbad had the 58-yard touchdown pass. Munoz to Castaneda. Tigers went Best to Bowman on a long touchdown pass and then a long touchdown run by Best. Cavemen into Tiger territory again here. After Castaneda made a 17-yard reception to pick up the first down. He's almost to 100 yards rushing, or 100 yards receiving on the night, I should say, on 3 catches. And it'll be first and 10. What will likely be the final play of the first quarter. Now we'll say, the Tigers, when they're rushing the quarterback, it's 4 against 5. But either going to have to bring a blitz or 2. But Munoz had a lot of time to throw the football. Run it this time. Nope, he's going to fake the run and then step back, and he is going to almost have it intercepted. Went off the hands of Valdez, then right in to the hands of the waiting wide receiver, Harper. Looked like the Tigers were going to have a pick, and it might have been a pick 6. But it just went off of Valdez's hands. The play is going to be just shy of a first down. Looks like it's a gain of 9. And that'll be the final play of the quarter. So it'll be first and 10 or it'll be second and 1 when we come back. We'll tell you on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's the Tigers 13, the Cavemen 7. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
So it ends up being a first down for Carlsbad after the tip and then completion. And then a delayed handoff to Wright as he tries to take it to the near side and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss. And it's second down and 12 for Carlsbad. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom, ball's in the near hash. We switch sides. Carlsbad's going toward the south end zone, left to right. Wright will get in the backfield again. And it looked like Tanner Novacek was back there quickly. Do see a penalty flag that comes in as well. But he brought down Wright. He got back to the line of scrimmage. Let's wait and see what the penalty flag is. And it looks like it's going to be a hold on Carlsbad. And now the question is, does Alamogordo want it? It looks like they're going to take it. And I think 10-yard variety penalties, you're gonna take that, even though it would have been 3rd and 12. So it takes Carlsbad back to the 45. Tiger defense, 2 plays in a row, getting into the backfield and causing some problems. Noticing Nate Best out on defense a little bit more this game, more than I've seen this season. So they want to have his athleticism out there, out in the safety position, it looks like. 4 wide receivers. And we've got a whistle from the far sideline. I don't see a penalty flag. Well, here we go. 2 wide receivers to the bottom and 2 to the top. They restarted the play clock. Here's the snap. Munoz looking to throw. And he'll toss down the middle of the field, and it is intercepted. It's Best who's got it. Best is at the 50-yard line, up the far sideline to the 40, to the 30. He is on the run to the end zone for the Tigers. Pick 6, Nate Best. What a game for him. Interception, touchdown, rushing touchdown, passing touchdown. My goodness. We'll call that from 75 yards. I think he picked that off at about the 25-yard line and just shows off his incredible speed. And the Tigers go up 20-7, or 19-7. We've seen such big plays in this game. Nearly was an interception right before the end of the first quarter, and this time it does happen. Throw was a little bit high over the middle, but Best was able to deflect it to himself, bring it down, and then showed off his athleticism. Bad snap again. Moreno will pick it up, and he's trying to do something with it. But that's 2 in a row for the Tigers that the snap has gone bad. And so it'll be 19-7, 10-17 to go. Tigers in front by 12. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
(19-7) Alamogordo on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 10-17 to go in the first half. And the Tigers getting ready to kick it off right to left towards the north end zone. And another line drive kick that will go off the hands of the Carlsbad player, and he is going to have to pick it up as it goes out of bounds at about the 2. That was Eloy Lopez who's going to put Carlsbad in a really tough spot. He grabbed it, and then he sort of let it go. I think he was hoping it would go into the end zone. And I think if the Carlsbad player touches it and it goes out of bounds, that's where it was going to be anyway. I think he was hoping that it would roll into the end zone like one of the earlier ones. Did not happen that time. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. Well, I got to wait for the Tigers to get back those 2 points, right? They can come up with a big play. Well, I had just mentioned that Nate was out there defensively. He's not out there on this particular play. So I think they're kind of using him in certain spots, and gosh, he makes a play. One wide receiver split far out to the top side. Munoz is going to run it to the near side. He's tripped up just as he got past the line of scrimmage. Not much there. That was number 52 for the Tigers, Dominic Padilla. He'll come out of the game after his helmet came off on the play. James Garcia replacing him. But it's no gain. Maybe got a half yard on the run. Second and 10. One receiver split to the near side. They've got a couple of guys off the end of the near side of the line. 4 on the play clock here. 1 could have been delay. And they're going to toss one up to the near sideline. And Castaneda makes the grab. Moreno was right there. Boy, Tigers could have a little bit of a beef. I thought that was on 0 on the play clock, and they didn't throw the penalty flag. Castaneda gets all the way to the 46. It's a gain of 44. Thought Moreno played good defense on the play. Castaneda just made a nice grab. So 1st and 10 from the 46. That's tough for the Tigers. Not sure what the rule is of the play clock. I guess it's like a beat if they get the snap off, but I thought a little bit longer than that. Taking the handoff, Munoz will keep it. Trying to go off far side, makes a couple of guys miss, and then cuts up field across the 50 and gets to the 46 of the Alamogordo Tigers, and it'll bring up 2nd down and about 1. Well, that's a game-changing play right there, and that's, you give credit to Castaneda. I'm sure Carlsbad was maybe even just looking for defensive pass interference, if anything, but they end up making a great play. 2nd and 1. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. 2 men in the backfield, 1 on each side of the quarterback, Munoz. They will give it to Wright. Wright will get the 1st down, and he's into the open at the 40. He's the 30 near sideline and is still fighting forward and is brought down just shy of the 10-yard line. And one of the Tigers is a little slow to get up, and I think that's Samuel Strong, who unfortunately just coming off of an injury seems to be a little worse for wear here. Maybe it's just cramps. Play goes down to the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 42. Now, let's call it 27. But an injury on the field currently, as number of Tigers and Strong is now up on his feet as the athletic training staff for Alamogordo helping him off. But that's got to be frustrating for Samuel, who just coming back from injury. And I believe it was a foot injury. At least it was a lower body injury. And that seems to be what he is favoring currently. So it'll be 2 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Again, 2 men in the backfield with Munoz. And he will fake it and keep it and get to about the 5-yard line. He's got 6, it looks like, and it'll be 2nd down and about 4. Ball at the Alamogordo Tiger 8-yard line. 2nd down and 4. They need the 4-yard line of the Tigers for a 1st down. 7:30 to go in the 1st quarter. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. Here's the snap. Munoz will give it to, no, he'll keep it. Rolling to his left to throw. Across his body, throws into the end zone. It's incomplete. That's always one of those dangerous plays when you're thrown against the grain and against your body with a lot of defenders in the end zone. But it ends up falling to the ground incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and about 4.
Student section, you're rocking it tonight. We see you. Tiger Nation, wave those towels. It's 3rd down. Turn up the heat.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Munoz gives it to Wright, who goes straight up the middle, and there's not much there initially, but they're going to continue to push the pile and get near the 1st down marker. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down to about the 2. It's a gain of 6. Wright kept churning his legs, and he got a little bit of help from Munoz and one of the offensive linemen. I think it was 77, Braxton Jones, that came in there and was pushing behind the play. And so 1st and goal for Carlsbad at about the 3-yard line. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Right next to Munoz in the backfield. And the hand will go off to Wright, who goes up the middle. He's got the touchdown for Carlsbad. So the Cavemen pick up 3 and get it in the end zone. One of the Carlsbad offensive linemen is a little worse for wear after that. So he will be attended to. He's was on his chest and now on his back on the hash marks at about the 5-yard line. As they are both the Alamogordo Tigers athletic training staff and the Carlsbad athletic training staff coming in to attend to that young man. And so it'll be an extra point try coming up for Carlsbad to make it a 5-point game. And it's number 52 for Carlsbad, Tristan Munoz, who is walking off at his own power, but is definitely laboring a bit. And so he walks his way off the field, and the Cavemen will attempt the extra point try. Touchdown goes to Brock Wright from 3 yards out. And we'll see if Carlsbad cuts it down to a 5-point game. Well, the Tigers could have a sustained drive here and work themselves down the end of the quarter. Extra point is up and is no good. So Carlsbad, that one just missed to the left. And Tigers will take that. Almost missed 2 extra points. Carlsbad misses 1. It's 19-13, even though the scoreboard says 14. 19-13 your score. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Cavemen to kick it away. And they will boot it deep. And it is caught at about the 5-yard line to the 10. And making a spin move at about the 25 and being brought down. And that is Tristan Bowman on the return for the Tigers. And Alamogordo's offense back out onto the field. They've had 2 drives tonight. Both of them have been short drives, and they've ended up in long touchdown plays. So the sustained drive here would be good if the Tigers could get down and score and not leave much time on the clock for Carlsbad. Alamo gets the ball to begin the second half, but way too much time left, and to worry about that kind of stuff, you're just going out there and trying to call the right plays. Tigers going with 2 men in the backfield next to Best. So one to the left, one to the right. I've seen this a whole lot this year from the Tigers. And Best will give it to Bloom. No, he'll keep it. And maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage. I thought he'd given it to Bryson. Fooled me. No gain. 19-13, Tigers in front. About 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Two receivers to the bottom. Lead back to the left. And running back to the right of Best. Tigers going right to left. Fake of the handoff. Quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete. As tried to get it to Rowe, or rather to DeRezzo on the bubble screen. And the defender, number 13, Rio Sanchez, got there right about the same time as the pass. And it's 3rd and 10 for Alamogordo. Now, so much for that. Hey, let's have a sustained drive and score a touchdown here. And you're just hoping to move the chains and not give the ball right back to Carlsbad with their offense doing as well as they have tonight. So it'll be 2 receivers to the bottom. Best with the running back to his left. Will take the snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw. And he will toss it deep, and he'll throw an interception. Picked off of the near sideline by Sanchez. And the Cavemen will have the ball at their own 46-yard line. So both teams have a turnover tonight, each with an interception. That one did not get returned back for 6, but this flips the game here a little bit if Carlsbad's able to score before the end of the half. Tiger defense has gotten off the field twice against the Carlsbad offense with the forcing a punt and the interception return for a touchdown. That was a difficult throw. Best was rolling out to the near side and sort of threw across his body and tried to fit it into a really tight window. And it was a pass that needed some loft to it rather than a line drive pass. And here's Munoz, who will fake the handoff, and he will throw an incompletion off the hands of R.J. Hernandez, number 2, and about the line of scrimmage at the hash marks on the far side. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now we'll see if the Tiger defense can find a stop here. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Running back to the right of Munoz. Munoz will give it to Wright, who will take it around the far side, or try to, but he's going to be brought down. Jaden Valdez came in and made the stop. And they called Elijah Benitez, but I don't think that's right. I think it's 6. Indeed. Got back to the line of scrimmage. And so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Tigers done a solid job this year of getting off the field on 3rd down, but 3rd down and long are the ones that you have to get. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. And Tigers jump off sides. I thought one of the Cavemen flinched prior to that. Yep, they make it 3rd and 5 and make it a little bit easier for Carlsbad. $14 on the play clock here as the Cavemen will run the play in. One receiver out at the top, trips to the bottom. They got to hurry up and snap this like they did maybe just in time. Wright will get it up the middle, and he's got the first down and more. And Wright will be brought down at about the 35-yard line. So 15 yards for Wright. And the Cavemen moved the chains. Had a bit of first down on a 3rd and 10, too. So Tigers unable to get off the field. Wright already over 100 yards rushing. Here's a snap rolling to the right and just a straight run here for Munoz. And Wright, his lead blocker, laid out one Tiger player. And Munoz is going to be right about to the first down marker. It looks like he's got it. Gain of about 12. Just a quarterback sweep off the near side. Two receivers at the top, one at the bottom. Lead back off to the left. Tigers 4-down lineman. Munoz hands it off. Wright goes up the middle. Tigers have that pretty well stopped up. Galez was in there. Looked like 62 Jackson Hunter? 52. Dominic Padilla in there. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock rolling here, under 3 minutes to go now. On the opposite side of the till here, Carlsbad's hoping to get in the end zone and not leave Alamogordo with much time. Two receivers to the top, one at the bottom, and the back to the left of Munoz. Now Munoz rolling to his left, looking to throw. Now he's just going to run with it. Munoz has the ball come out. It pops out and out of bounds, and it goes back behind the line of scrimmage. So kind of lucky for Carlsbad. They were going to have about a 5-yard gain, and instead the ball goes backwards and out of bounds. I still think lucky bounce in the fact that nobody in a black jersey was able to go get that. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 here. That's one of those, if you're the Tigers, you just had somebody near the play to get that, and Carlsbad is going to call a timeout and talk this one over on a 3rd and 11. 2:35 to go here in the quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Munoz with lots of time in the backfield, and we do have a penalty flag that's going to be a hold on Carlsbad. It's going to be 4th and 11 for Carlsbad. Munoz threw it to the end zone. Two Tiger defenders were back there. One of them was Best, and I think Strong is the other one. So good to see Sam Strong back out there, I believe. Let me make sure that's number 4 over there. No, actually that's Bryson. So now I see Samuel on the sideline here, so I'll take that back. Tigers will decline the penalty and will go 4th down and 11. Carlsbad going to try a long field goal here. This is going to be 42 yards. So from the far hash, 42-yard field goal try for Carlsbad. Here's the snap. Kick is up. And it is good. That one had plenty of distance. Eloy Lopez. That would have been good from 50. So it'll be 19-16 with 2:25 remaining. Tigers will still have a chance to try to get something on the scoreboard here before the end of the half. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Cavemen kick it away. And Bowman will take it. Now, he's going to lose it, and he's going to get back to it at about the 20. So all in all, not totally bad there, but tried to field that cleanly at about the 10, and it went off his chest. But he was able to get to it before one of the Carlsbad players did. Each team has had their share of little mistakes tonight. Both teams with an interception. Tigers off their interception hold Carlsbad to 3. And now the Tigers back out onto the field, hoping to get some points here before the end of the half. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Valdez will be the up back off to the right side. And here's the snap, and Best is up the middle, and he's got some good yardage as he crosses the 25, gets near the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 9. And the Tigers will have 2nd down and 1. And not at a huge hurry here. Tigers still have all 3 of their timeouts, so they want to get a 1st down or 2 and then worry about getting down the field. Tigers have done a pretty good job in 2-minute drills this year. Here's the snap, and Best, well, he was looking to throw. Now he's in trouble, and he is going to throw it out towards the far sideline and past the line of scrimmage, and there was a receiver in the area. It's a shame he didn't see Arona at the last second. Keaton was open at about the 35-yard line, but it did stop the clock. And the Tigers will face a 3rd and 1. 1:37 to go now in the second quarter. Tigers 19, Cavemen 16. Carlsbad running some subs in here. About 10 on the play clock. Well, Carlsbad has too many men here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've got 12 right now. Best is going to get the 1st down for the Tigers and get out of bounds, but Carlsbad, they had 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, they've got 12 on the field still. Well, they got away with one there. And it'll be at the 34-yard line. That's one of those that the back judge, to me, has to be, with the players coming in and out, has got to count that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now they've got 11. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom. Best will take the snap, and he will run straight up the middle. And Best fighting for yardage to about midfield to the 50. And he's going to have the first down for the Tigers. Stop the clock with 1:24 to go. As he picks up 15. And the Tigers will use their first timeout as they get the ball to midfield. We'll take a timeout as well. Tigers leading 19-16 with 1:24 to go in the second quarter. And driving, try to get on the scoreboard here before the end of.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 19...
Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Tigers ready to go 1st and 10 from their own 49. Ball's in the near hash. Best will fake the handoff and try to pick his way through traffic. He will not get past the line of scrimmage. And so the Tigers will face a 2nd down and 10. Alamo not in a huge hurry here, but will get to the line with about 30 on the play clock. 2 receivers to the top. Best back to throw. And is going to have to break out of the pocket to his right. Penalty flag. The ball's thrown deep, and it is incomplete. Yeah, it was right in the hands of DeRezzo, but I don't think that would have counted anyway, is my guess. But let's wait and see. Holding on Alamogordo. I would assume Carlsbad's going to take this even with that incompletion there. Clock stops with 57 seconds remaining. And so Alamo back to their own 39-yard line. It's a good throw from Nate. Put it right on the money. That would have been even more frustrating if the Tigers had made the play there. So it'll be Best in the backfield with Bloom. 2 receivers the bottom, 1 at the top. Here's the snap. Best will toss it out to Bloom at the near sideline. Bloom will take a hit at about the 45-yard line. Timeouts called by Alamogordo. Tigers picked up about 6 on the completion. And it'll be 3rd and 14 for Alamogordo. After the timeout, we will take one as well. We'll be right back for this 3rd down play for Alamogordo, closing seconds of the first half. Tigers leading 19-16.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. And a bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Third and long for the Tigers. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Best out of the shotgun. And I think one of the Carlsbad players may have stepped across the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers will take that free 5, I believe. Yep, it is offsides. So offsides on the Cavemen will make it 3rd and 9 for Alamogordo. Ball is right at midfield now. Tigers need the Carlsbad 41 for a first down. Going right to left. 47 seconds to go in the first half. Tigers have 1 timeout remaining. 2 receivers to the top and 1 to the bottom. Best takes the snap, and he's looking to run up the middle, and there is nothing there. He spun down and gets to about the 49-yard line. Nate's a little slow to get up there. Carlsbad's going to use a timeout here and make Alamogordo make a decision here on 4th and 8. 34 seconds remaining. Yeah, interesting decision here for the Tigers, how aggressive they want to be. And Nate Holt looking down at Looks like his right leg as he was spun down. And he's going to now get it stretched out, so hopefully that's just a cramp. And this may make the decision a little bit easier for Alamogordo if your quarterback's going to be unavailable here for the next play. Just looking at the personnel, I think Alamogordo is going to punt it. And so Best continues to be worked on. He's on his back at about the 45-yard line near the numbers. And now he'll hop up and hopefully just a cramping issue for him. As the officials called another timeout there, and Alamogordo at least showing punt right here. And that holding penalty sort of killed that drive. Tigers haven't found their running lanes quite as easy as they had been earlier in the game, that's for sure. And so Saraceris will punt it, standing at his 38-yard line. Snap will be from the Carlsbad 49. And the punt is a line drive kick. Castaneda will take it. And he will look to reverse the field. And he's going to get up the far sideline. And Castaneda's off to the races. I don't see any penalty flags. And, well, wait a minute. There is a penalty flag that comes out now as the Carlsbad bench was coming onto the field during play. So that's going to be interesting to see what they call here, because they had players on the field and Castaneda was not into the end zone yet. So we'll see what happens here. And looking for the white hat now. Yeah, the Cavemen players were excited, but I couldn't tell on the timing on whether they had come out on the field prior to Castaneda getting into the end zone. So we'll see what the decision is going to be. So there's a penalty flag on Carlsbad. You know, Carlsbad fans don't like the call, but it was either, now I thought I saw the signal that he made was similar to on the kickoff where there was an illegal block. And so they're marking it from the 34-yard line back. It's 15 yards. And so they'll get the ball at the Alamogordo 49. See if there's another, if the official's going to make the signal again. So maybe it wasn't. I thought it was because Carlsbad had players coming onto the field. Maybe that's not what happened. Maybe there was a block. It seemed like it was away from the play, though. I don't know what to say. 14 seconds remaining. Carlsbad has had a kickoff and a punt return off the scoreboard. Sorry. Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. And they will throw it out to Castaneda. He is going to toss it deep. He's going to overthrow the receiver as they try to trick play. And 8 seconds left. Still some time here for Carlsbad. I'd get that field goal kicker out there. I bet he could knock it down from 60 from what I saw in that last one. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now. And Munoz back to pass. And has got a lot of time. Now he's rolling to his right. And he's going to throw and he's going to complete it. And Castaneda, or rather I should say, Munoz gets away. The ball comes out. Tigers pick it up. And the player goes down, and that is the end of the half. And so the Tigers are able to avoid Carlsbad from scoring, or avoid Carlsbad scoring here before the end of the half. On a penalty flag on the punt return. A lucky break for the Tigers. One of those I'd love to go back and see the tape on what exactly happened there. But my first reaction was that Carlsbad, in their celebration, a couple of guys had stepped onto the field accidentally. And that's what led to it, but I think it was another one of those crackback blocks or, hit to the head kind of play, because that was the way that the official had called it. So we've had some crazy things in this half. Alamo's got the lead, though, 19-16. We will go to the second half in about 15 minutes. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers leading the Carlsbad Cavemen 19-16. And this is how the game has gone so far, because it's definitely been a wild first half of play. Tigers would get on the scoreboard on their opening drive of the game, a 65-yard touchdown pass from Tristan Bowman, or from Nate Smith to Tristan Bowman. Gave the Tigers a 7-0 lead, 3:31 to go in the first. Carlsbad had the opening drive and ended up punting from inside Alamogordo territory. Cavemen would answer back, though, quickly, as Marley Munoz went 58 yards to Robert Castaneda, and it was 7-7 with 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Best would make it a 71-yard touchdown run on the very next play, I believe. And Tigers would miss the extra point. It would be 13-7. And then on the Carlsbad next drive, it would be an interception to Best, who's been out on defense. And 19-7, the Tigers lead with 10:17 to go in the second quarter. Carlsbad would have a bit more sustained drive. And 6:37 to go in the second quarter, made it 19-13. Cavemen would add on a field goal before the end of half, 42 yards from Eloy Lopez, made it 19-16, and that's your score at the half. But Carlsbad's going to feel like, boy, we had a kickoff return for a touchdown called back on a penalty, and a punt return for a touchdown called back on a penalty. And frustrated would probably be the strongest word to describe there. I did not see the penalty on the punt return. Kickoff return was pretty clear as day. You got to play a reversing field, and it was definitely a penalty. But the punt one, that's a little bit tougher. Like I said, I'd like to go back and see. It's one of those that I wish I had instant replay here in front of me, but obviously I do not. So Tigers hold on to the lead. They'll get the ball to begin the second half. The offense has stagnated a little bit here as the game has progressed. So they're going to try to find some of that mojo that they had earlier in the game. Offense hadn't been on the field that much because of the quick plays and the long touchdowns for the Tigers, and then having the interception return for the touchdown. So we haven't really seen those long sustained drives we've been getting from the Tigers most of the season. It's been much different tonight. So we'll see if Alamogordo can maybe settle into what they're kind of used to doing, maybe limit possessions in the second half. That would be more of, I'm sure, what they would want to do. However, I'm sure they'll take a few more 60, 70-yard touchdowns. There's going to be no complaints there for that. 19-16, Alamogordo's in front on the Richardson Motor scoreboard as we are at halftime. We'll come back, checking on some scores from around the
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Bell Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It's Alamogordo 19, Carlsbad 16 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. Checking in some scores from around the state. A few games got done early in the northwest part of the state, I think because of weather concerns. Bloomfield beat Moriarty 51-7. Volcano Vista up at Farmington beat them 29-7. Taos in front of Grants 30-12. Espanola Valley leading Kirtland Central 27-20. Lordsburg up on Hagerman Lake Arthur 44-6. Navajo Prep beating Cuba 32-24. Hobbs up 31-19 on Centennial. Wingate's leading Gallup 7-6. Jow up on Tularosa 7-6. That one looks to be in the second half. Crown Point leading Zuni 18-6. Dexter 28-0 at half up on Ruidoso. Oregon Mountain beating Clovis 20-6 at half. West Las Vegas leading Robertson 14-0 in the second half. St. Pius 24-0 leading Portales at halftime. Albuquerque High already final against West Mesa 34-21. Guess they played that one a little bit early as well. Silver leading Chaparral 15-13 at half. Nimi beating Cobre 21-0. Hatch Valley 47-0 up on Socorro. That one's just before half. Belen 31-6 beating Miamura, and La Cueva up on Los Lunas big 35-14 the score there. So a couple of district games outside of Alamogordo. Kind of curious on those as the night progresses. It's 31-26 Hobbs at halftime, it looks like, in that game. Somebody just posted that one. So, yeah, that was kind of my feeling going into that game is I wasn't overly impressed with either Hobbs or Centennial's defense in the two games against Alamogordo, and I was very impressed with both of their offenses. So the likelihood of that being a high-scoring game felt pretty good, and it's certainly living up to that, at least so far. We are, I would say, not a low-scoring game, definitely not a high-scoring game, kind of somewhere in the middle. 19-16, Alamogordo in front at halftime as the Alamogordo Tiger Titan performs out on the field and just finished up. We're closing in on the end of halftime. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. We're going to hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week. It's one of those Alamogordo Tigers in the field tonight, Jesse Gilles, and we'll return in just a little bit. Stay with us.
This is your Alamo Sports Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winter Circle and Tularosa Communications. This week's athlete is Jesse Gilles of Tiger Football. Let's talk about your season so far. You've had a great year at linebacker in your senior season. How do you feel like you've played? I mean, are you up to the expectations you were hoping to have this season?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. It was a slow start in the first few weeks, but then I've been really getting better and having better progress throughout the season.
And, you know, the defense has made some big plays. You've made some big plays. You've had an interception. You have one or two interceptions this year?
I have one.
One, okay. For some reason, I thought there was a second one there. But obviously, you're making a lot of tackles. I call your name on a regular basis out there. So, but the defense overall, I mean, you feel like you guys have made good progression throughout the season?
Yes, sir, we have. We just have a couple of down weeks, but we're going to fix that this week, and we're going to come back better, stronger. We're going to hold them to less than 14 points.
All right. Well, hopefully that will be the case against Carlsbad this week. Tell me a little bit about, when you got into football. Remember what age you started playing?
I started playing when I was 8.
And who got you into it?
My friend, his name was Timothy Cummins.
Oh, okay. And so he was playing. It's like, hey, you need to come on out here, and then you got hooked into playing.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you love about football? What's kept you in it all these years?
Just hitting people, being able to make big-time plays, and that's really about it.
Okay, you just having fun with it all together. That's good to hear. It is your senior year. Are you excited for graduation here in a few months, or kind of in the middle of it, or what are you feeling?
I'm excited, but I'm not at the same time because I'm going to have to leave the sport forever, so I'm never going to be able to put them pads back on.
Gotcha. So obviously football, this will be it for you here this season.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are we going to see you out in any other sports this year at AHS, or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So it's going to be football, and then you're focusing on academics and other things after that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Do you know what you want to do about your after high school plans?
I'm going to be a metal fabricator, work on cars and build frames and stuff just like that.
All right, cool. So do you are you going to a trade school, or are you just going to find a job?
Yes, I'm going to go into trade school.
Okay, awesome. You've played, obviously, Tiger football a lot over the years. Is there a favorite memory that stands out for you, one that you think you'll remember maybe years down the road?
My favorite one will always be me getting the interception. I told Coach Haney that they threw it my way, I was going to intercept it, and they just threw it my way at the end of the game. So
worked out okay for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Well, you talked about it, obviously. You guys are looking to get back on the winning track against Carlsbad this week, but 3 games left over the next 4 weeks. Do you have goals you're setting for yourself, the team, as we get over these final few games of the season?
Yes, sir. We're trying to finish off strong. I'm trying to finish without an injury so we can go into playoffs healthy and, make a big playoff run.
Yeah, and obviously, that's one of the big goals there is, as a senior, to get a chance to play in the postseason this year.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. Jesse, congratulations on being Athlete of the Week.
Thank you so much.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum Credit Card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We are just about ready for half number 2. Alamogordo 19-16 in front. Thanks again to Otero Federal Credit Union for bringing you the halftime show. Be back with us for postgame. And we'll see if Alamogordo can hold on for a win. We've got a lot of football left to be played here. Tigers get the ball to begin the second half. And I am a little curious to see if all is good with Nate Best. He was a little banged up after a play right before the end of the half. I do see him standing on the sideline, so I assume all is good. But That last offensive play for the Tigers at the end of the first half kind of got spun down awkwardly. Carlsbad lines up their kickoffs kind of interesting. They put Castaneda alone by himself down here to the near sideline. Everybody else is bunched up. Kind of fake run up, and then they spread out. Every team's got little quirks like that. And special teams, old swinging gate formation, things like that. Line drive kick will bounce at the 1 through the end zone for a touchback. And the Tiger offense will come out of the field, and Best coming out doesn't seem to be favoring that left leg, which was what seemed to be bothering him. Right leg. Right leg? Yeah, right leg. I know my right from left. Sometimes it's confusing from up here, though, Tiger offense with 2 long touchdowns, a pass from Best to Bowman, a run from Best, the other touchdown, a interception return touchdown for Best. 2 receivers at the bottom, lead back to the left, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Bloom will get the ball near side, big hole, and he'll be tripped up as he crosses the 25, but offensive line opened it up big on the near side, and he'll get to the 27. That'll be 7 yards, just his 3rd carry of the night. Tigers haven't had a lot of offensive plays. I think they've had 13 or 14 offensive plays in that first half. Like I said, Alamogordo, I think, would love to have a nice sustained drive here. Best will run it up the middle, trying to pick his way through traffic. Looks like he's got the first down. And then will be pushed back. And he will have the first down as he crosses the 30, just at the 30, 3-yard gain. So the Tigers move the chains. And by no means do I think the Tigers are going to purposefully give up, the chance at a big play here, but I think if you could go on a 6-7 minute drive and end up in the end zone and, have kind of a similar to what you're used to offensively. But 2 receivers at the bottom, lead back to the near side of the line. And faking the handoff. Best looking to throw, and he's in trouble in the backfield, and he is going to be swallowed up for a sack back at the 20. Faked the handoff and then was going to throw. And I think he was expecting a receiver to be maybe there as a bubble screen. And they had gone up the field running. And so he had to eat it and was going to try to work his magic, but Cavemen were in the backfield quickly, and so they'll give him progress at the 21. So it's a loss of 9 on the sack. This is 3rd? This should be 2nd down, right? Here's the handoff to Bloom. Bloom will go up the middle and we'll get it to the 30. No, this should be 3rd down. Yeah, the marker on the far side, yeah, it's 3rd down. That was 2nd down. Yeah. Well, and the announcer, the PA man, it's not his fault. The guy on the field marked it as a 3rd down. So the Tigers have a 3rd and 10 now. I was trying to replay in my mind. I'm like, did another play happen there? 3 wide receivers for the Tigers. Ball near hash. Best will hand it off. Bloom makes a man miss. There's a penalty flag and gets to the 32-yard line. I assume it's going to be a hold anyway. Carlsbad, I would imagine, is going to decline here, and Alamogordo's most likely going to punt. Or are they going to take the penalty? A little surprised at the 3rd down run call there, but they'll decline it. And they put the ball at the 30. I thought he got up to the 32. I guess it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. The Tigers are going to punt, but well, Tigers either need a nice hanging punt here from Sarasaris, or they need to kick away from Castaneda, there's two guys back deep, but I think you're angling towards the sideline here if you can. Yeah, I think they've got the ball marked in the wrong spot. It should be at the 32. Yeah, it should be a couple yards up. The carry should have been to the 32-yard line. Well, they're actually going to give him the 34. I think that's more than he got, but so 4th and 7 on the punt. And I think they have to change where the ball's positioned at on where he went down, so they'll move the ball out closer to the far hash. And now we're ready to go. So now we're ready to punt it away. It's a good snap. And Saraceris again a line drive. Oh, it's going to be muffed, but it's fallen on by, that was not Castaneda. That was the other man back there, which is number 12, Ty Young. But Carlsbad will start this drive at the 35. So their defense gets the stop. 8:54 to go here in the third quarter. So the sack really killed that drive. The Tigers obviously not finding plays that they were earlier in the game. And defense has made plays for the time. Both defenses have made some plays tonight, but both teams have shown exceptional explosiveness at times tonight. 4-man rush here for the Tigers. Fake of the handoff and then a missed throw by Munoz as he was trying to work the bubble screen to his receiver, and he was standing about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the throw was about 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. So not sure who was not in the right spot there, but Castaneda was the intended wide receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Carlsbad at their own 35. Two receivers at the bottom and one at the top. Two men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Wrights, and he will take it off the near side, but not much there. Brought down from behind. I believe that's Michael Scott who gets in there on the tackle. They call Saraceris and Valdez as well. 3rd and 9. And the Tigers get off the field and force a quick 3 and out and get the ball back here. Clock rolls with 8:20 to go in the third quarter. 19-16 Tigers if you're just joining us. Nobody has gotten in the end zone here in the second half. 4 wide receivers for Carlsbad. And the running back to the right of Munoz. And play clock showed 0. And it is a delay of game. They'll be 3rd and 15 now. So 4 wide receivers again. Here's the snap and looking to throw, and ball is complete out towards the far sideline. Trying to make a couple of moves, unable to get the first down. And I believe that was Castaneda. Indeed. So it's 3rd and 14. He gets it to the 46-yard line. Picks up 16. And on 3rd and long, Alamogordo unable to get off the field. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom for Carlsbad. They go left to right here in the half, and Munoz run off the far side, and he is picking through traffic at about the 50, and eventually is going to be brought down. They will mark him. Man, where are they going to mark him at? 49 of Alamogordo. Like a gain of 5 on the carry. 48-yard line. So give him 6. So a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4. Ball's on the far hash at the 48-yard line. 7:04 to go. Carlsbad get to the line with 10 on the play clock. And the snap and fake of the handoff, and the quick throw to the near sideline is complete. And getting knocked out of bounds. It's number 5, Eloy Lopez. Gets it all the way to the 40. It's an 8-yard gain on the completion. His first catch of the night. And it'll be first and 10 at the Alamogordo 40-yard line. Two receivers the top and one at the bottom. And 2 men in the backfield. Now Castaneda will come out of the backfield, and he will take it on the pass. He's at the 30 and will be pushed out of bounds. And it looks like he's got a first down. Just used the swing pass, and he takes it all the way to the Alamogordo 28-yard line. Gain of 13. And a first down for Carlsbad at the Alamogordo 28. Clock stops with 6:11 to go here in the third quarter. Trips to the bottom, one at the top for the Cavemen. And Munoz back to throw again. Tigers send the blitz. Munoz fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he's actually going to pick up, I think, some positive yardage here, or at least get back to the line of scrimmage. But the Tigers got into the backfield quickly. Something we hadn't seen a lot of in this game was the Tigers, with that 4-man rush, getting some pressure on the quarterback. Munoz does get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10. Michael Scott, I believe, was the first guy in there that made some contact, and then it was just a sort of a free-for-all, all kinds of bodies in there. Credit to Munoz for fighting hard to get some yardage. Cavemen looking to get lined up here, 4 on the play clock. Get the snap off. Fake of the handoff. Munoz will compete it to Castaneda. Castaneda to the 20. And then Moreno will drag him out of bounds. It'll be shy of the first down. So it will be third down for Carlsbad. And we'll put it at the 21. It's a gain of 8. I've got him down for 7 catches now. I haven't added up the yardage, but it's well over 100 yards. Right? 100 yards receiving tonight. Third down and 2. Two receivers at the top and one at the bottom. Here's the snap. And Munoz will fake the handoff, keeping himself up the middle. He's got the first down across the 20, and he is still fighting for yardage, but will be brought down at about the 14-yard line. As him and Best met there, the two quarterbacks. Well, I guess they give it to Bloom. I'm sorry. I thought I saw Best at the bottom of that pile. And a gain of about 8. So Carlsbad began this drive back at their own 35. Tigers had him at 3rd and long. Couldn't get it off the field. Third down there. Couldn't get him off the field. And rolling out to his left on the snap is Munoz. Munoz able to get it off, and he is going to throw. It looks like an interception. It is picked off right at the goal line by the Tigers. And is that Valdez that came away with that? No, I think it's Tristan Bowman that made the interception for the Tigers. Regardless, Alamogordo is going to get the ball down at about the 2. That was a difficult throw there for Munoz. He had to throw it across his body, and Tanner Novacek, Novacek was right there on him. And so the Tigers get the stop defensively. They do have to start from their own 2, but they'll gladly take that, with Carlsbad looking like they were going to find their way in the end zone on that drive. 4:01 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers are going to go under I formation. Haven't seen a lot of this tonight. Best hands it off Bloom. Bloom coming to the near side. Is going to be pushed back, but he definitely got he got to about the line of scrimmage. Cavemen were jumping up like it was a safety, but it looked like he got back to the line. No gain. So it'll be second down and 10 as the Tigers will again snap it from inside their own 5-yard line. Tigers, one receiver split out far to each side. And we'll go back to the I formation here. Handoff, Saris up the middle, but maybe got one, not much there. Is that Bloom again? I thought that was Nathaniel. Well, regardless, the Tigers get a little bit more breathing room out to the 4. Yeah, that was Saris, and he'll be the D back again here. It's 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. I formation again. Best will keep it, and he will fight forward and get to about the 10-yard line. And unfortunately, the Tigers not able to do much offensively, starting so far back in their own territory. Didn't want to mess around too much in the backfield, and it will give Saris not having to stand back at his own in line. He will be standing in his own end zone. Run for Best out to the 10, so that was a gain of about 6. Good snap, and that's the best punt. Saris let off high and hanging, but it'll be Castaneda getting a chance here. And he runs straight up to the 40, to the 30, and he will be ushered out of bounds and probably going to be a late hit. It is. And Saris knocked Castaneda out about a yard outside the barrier. There is also, I think, another penalty flag at about the 20. Now, that may have just been another official call on the same call, but dead ball, personal foul, Alamogordo. And so Carlsbad's going to get the ball back. Maybe better field position than they had when they threw that interception. So the pick doesn't really help out the Tigers a whole lot, as they weren't able to do much offensively. And then on the punt, Castaneda makes a big return. He has been so dangerous tonight. Has had 2 touchdowns taken off the board. He's got one that he scored. So it'll be first down and goal for Carlsbad. And the handoff goes to Wright, up the middle. Wright stopped at about the 5, maybe down to about the 4. And it looks like they'll give him the 3, so it'll be a gain of 7. And there's a Tiger player that is down. And so that'll stop things with 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Carlsbad will have a second down and goal from about the 4. We'll come back here to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's RyanRichardson.company.
Well, the injured player for Alamogordo is Nate Best, and walks off the field pretty gingerly there. Second down and goal from the 4. Handoff again goes to Wright. Wright looks like he's got the touchdown as he goes up the middle, and Carlsbad takes the lead for the first time tonight. And so it'll be 22-19 pending the extra point try. And I'm looking on the sideline, I don't see Nate getting further medical attention here. But he's definitely a little banged up tonight. Extra point is good. Carlsbad leads 23-19. 1:19 remaining in the third quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Carlsbad kick it off in front, 23-19, 1:13 remaining in the third quarter. Tigers with a couple of returners back at about the 10-yard line. And the kick will be returnable. Saris has it at about the 5, takes to the 10, to the 15. Is at the 20, spin move, still on his feet, fighting for yardage out to the 30. Pretty good return there from Nathaniel Saris. And the Tiger offense back out onto the field. Since that long touchdown run from Best, which was middle second quarter, Tiger offense has really not been able to get much done. Now, part of the reason they haven't been on the field that much, but credit to Carlsbad's defense. They've made some plays. 2 receivers at the top and 1 at the bottom here for Alamogordo. Ball's going to be on the near hash at the 31-yard line, going right to left here in the third quarter. 1:02 remaining with the Cavemen up by 4. Best takes the snap, fakes the handoff, then was looking to throw. Nobody there, and he's going to be sacked. Well, I guess the question is here, are those read options or is that design plays? Because that's twice now where Best has done that and then looked for a receiver and nobody was there. So somebody's reading the play wrong there, or yeah, hard to say what's going on there, but that's, the third sack now for Carlsbad? And a lot of it's been more of Alamogordo making a mistake. Handoff goes to Bloom, who will pick his way up to about the 30-yard line and back to about the original line of scrimmage for a gain of 5. And it'll be third down for the Tigers. And now offensively, this has been, outside of those big plays, Tigers have had a rough go of it. That's going to be the end of the quarter. Tigers will face a third down and 11 when the fourth quarter begins. 23-19, Carlsbad in front of Alamogordo. We'll return here to Tiger Stadium here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Nate Best in trouble after the snap as he tries to gather time in the backfield, and he's going to end up having to throw it away. Got it near Bloom, so it's not going to be intentional grounding, but Best still a lot of worse for wear. I can't tell if it's his left leg or his right leg that's bothering him, but he's definitely in pain. Yeah, it looks like his left leg. So the Tigers have to punt again, and Carlsbad has a real chance here of starting to get this game out of hand a bit. There's a line drive kick. It's going to bounce and take a little bit of a Tiger bounce down to the 30. And two Carlsbad players upended each other. That was weird. Fairly certain they ran into each other. I don't think Alamogordo did anything. It was one of the returners, Young and Lennon Aninas. Okay, that was I just saw one body up in the air flying over the other, and it was two white jerseys that had contacted each other. But regardless, Carlsbad will begin at their own 31. Tigers defense needs a stop here. Try and gather back some momentum. Credit the Carlsbad defense, though. Been really impressed with them in this second half. And they have a chance to go in front by 2 scores here if they can get one in the end zone. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to right. Not much there. Penalty flag comes flying in. Novacek and one Tiger in there pretty quickly to make the stop. And let's wait and see. It looks like it's a hold on Carlsbad. That's from the Alamogordo standpoint, that's a good way to start the drive and put them back 1st and 20. However, now the question is, can Alamogordo make the stops and keep them from making plays? Tigers' pass defense has not been spectacular tonight. They've got 2 interceptions, but you look at how many completions that the Cavemen have had for long yardage. 1st and 20, you'd think, it's going to be tough for the Cavemen to pick up the yardage, but they've been able to pick it up in chunks at times tonight. 11:25 to go 4th quarter. Carlsbad leads 23-19. They line up with 2 receivers, top side, one at the bottom. Munoz rolling to his right, then looking to throw, and now is running away from a Tiger defender. He will be ushered out of bounds by Bryson Bloom. Had somebody coming from his weak side initially and got away from that, and trying to see where how close that is to the original line of scrimmage. They mark him out at the 25. So he picked up 4. Gosh, it seemed like he ran a lot further than that. Yeah, 4 yards on the completion. Or I should say on the carry. Scramble. And so it'll be 2nd down. Trips to the bottom, 1 to the top. Running back to the right. Here's the snap. Munoz. He's got a man on him in the backfield. Novacek was there. And Gilles, I think they were trying to get a screenplay going and threw it into a crowd of people. I'm not even sure where that ball initially went, but it's an incomplete pass. Tigers read that well. Gilles was in amongst 2 or 3 offensive lineman for the Cavemen, and seemed like he was a big reason why that play blew up a bit. But here's another third down and long. Carlsbad, I think, had 3rd and 15, was able to get a first down on their previous drive. Can the Tigers get off the field here and get the offense back out on the field down by 4? Trips to the bottom, one to the top. And Carlsbad's going to need a timeout as the play clock was running out. Had a lot of that tonight where they're, I don't know if it's getting the play in or getting out of the huddle quick enough, but they've been late in the play clock, it seems like, a lot tonight. So timeout on the fields. We will take a quick break as well and come back for a big third down with the Alamogordo Tigers trailing by 4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's 23-19. We'll be right back.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Cavemen snap it, rolling out. Munoz looking to throw. Man right on him. Throws it deep down the field. There's nobody there. I don't see any penalty flags, and the pressure from the Tiger defense really made that play. And Carlsbad, I believe, will punt. They faked one earlier from about this spot, so I imagine the Tigers will be watching for that this run around. Bowman will be the returner for the Tigers, back at about the 45. He'll take a few steps back now. Carlsbad punter back at about his own 10. And Carlsbad will kick it away this time. Line drive kick. And boy, that's going to take a huge Carlsbad roll. Inside the 20, down to the 15, down to the 13. Just a line drive kick that, and it wasn't, it looks like it was Rowe that was back to return, not Bowman. Well, Best coming back out on the field. You can tell, pretty noticeable limp there, but he's going to gut it out. Still a ton of time left in this game. 10:51 to go in the fourth quarter. But I think the offense just really looking for some momentum here because it's been basically feels like 3 and outs. This half, that's what it's been. Carlsbad's offense feels like it's been on the field the entire second half. So see if Alamogordo can get something going again. One receiver to the top, one at the bottom. It's been penalties, it's been sacks, it's been a number of different things that have hurt the Tigers tonight. Handoff Bloom up the middle, and he's got some running room. Bloom gets it about the 25, and he should have a first down. And that's what you're looking there for the Tigers. Just something going in the positive direction. It's 11 yards, and the Tigers pick up a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25. One receiver to the top, one to the bottom. Valdez will line up as the lead back to the near side of the offensive line. And Bloom will be to the right of Best. And it is Bloom again. Bloom's got some room. He's to the 35, to the 40. Bloom still fighting for yardage, gets to about midfield to the 50-yard line. Space cleared out. Once he got past the line of scrimmage, he had lots of room to run, and he picks up 25. And the Tigers finding some room up front. Bryson will check out of the game. Sarasaris will come in. But 2 first-down runs from Bloom, and the Tigers are at midfield. Under 10 minutes to go. 2 receivers, one at the top, one at the bottom. Best hands off Sarasaris. And Carlsbad in the backfield quickly, and it's going to be a loss back to the 47-yard line. So it'll be a 3-yard loss for the Tigers. Second down and 13. Tigers send a receiver to each side, lead back off to the right, same formation. Carlsbad 4-down lineman. Here's the snap. Best trying to run to the left side, not much there. And he is going to get spun down. Forward progress to the 43 at Carlsbad, really run blitzing now. After the Tigers get big runs on the first two plays of the drive, they go backwards here and face another third down and very long here. 8:37 to go. Tigers will bring in more wide receivers for this formation. And definitely going to there, or at least spreading it out to try and give Best a little bit more room. 4 wide receivers. Tigers able to line it up in time. It's going to be a draw play for Best, who goes straight up the middle and then takes a big hit right at the end. It's going to be a gain of about 4. Now, there was never any intention, it seemed like, to throw the football there, but maybe the Tigers are going to keep the offense on the field. No, does not appear to be the case. Now, a little surprising, Alamogordo went 5 wide receivers there and just ran the quarterback draw. Best has definitely taken a bit of a beating out there this evening. So Saris will stand back at his own 35. And I think it's going to be a delay of game. Play clock was at 0. I was thought the back judge was the one that kept an eye on the play clock, but the umpire's been throwing the penalties tonight. Couldn't tell you. So now back to 30. That doesn't make too big of a difference. Good snap. Kick will be directional and high and hanging. Pretty short, though. 30 and takes a bad bounce. That's going to be downed at about the 38-yard line. So Carlsbad ends up with good field position on their own 38. And a score here by Carlsbad on this drive of a touchdown. And that might be all she wrote, especially with Alamogordo really having trouble finding consistency on their offense. And so the Cavemen, who went 3 and out last time, a lot of that due to a holding penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line, not 38. And here is the run to the near side. Munoz bouncing it to the outside. He's going to be brought down. Well, a little surprised they didn't call a horse collar tackle there. Just a 2-yard gain. Like they brought him down and maybe just had him by the shoulder pads. I don't know if that, what they call it, the drop tackle that they started to ban in the NFL. It looks similar to that. Munoz running off to the right side now, and Munoz able to break out to the 50. Munoz upended as he gets to about the 45-yard line, but into Alamogordo territory. They'll mark him down at the 42. Moreno makes the tackle, but Cavemen going simpler here, it feels like, with just using Munoz as the running back. And the QB's made 2 nice runs and puts it into Alamogordo territory. No big hurry here from Carlsbad. Munoz watching the play clock below 5. Hands it off. Right will go up the middle. And Carlsbad's offensive line gets a good push across the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 3. Second down and 7 now for the Carlsbad offense at the Alamogordo 39. Ball still be at the far hash. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Carlsbad leading 23-19. One wide receiver to the bottom, one to the top. Two men in the backfield. And a quick throw is going to be complete. And to the 30 and to the 28 is Eloy Lopez. And he's going to have a first down for Carlsbad on the play action. Gain of 11 on his fourth catch of the night. I'm sorry, his second catch of the night. First and 10 now at the Alamogordo 28-yard line. And the Cavemen will go 4 wide receivers here. Ball at the near hash as they go right to left. Again, Carlsbad letting some time roll in the play clock. Handoff right, and it's like Scott was in the backfield quickly for the Tigers. Indeed, number 50 makes the play, and that's going to be a 1-yard loss. And it'll be second down and 11 for Carlsbad. Two receivers up to the top for the Cavemen. To the bottom. Like Castaneda was a little unsure what the play call was, but now he lines up. Munoz with the running back to his right. And here's the snap. Fake the handoff. Good block by Wright on the blitz. And the ball comes out. And I believe Munoz was able to fall back on it. Tigers came in with, I think, 2 extra guys. And it was just a mess in the backfield. Munoz was able to fall on the ball back to 43. And this is going to be third and forever here for Carlsbad. They've got a really good field goal kicker. If they can pick up 10 or 15, he, I would say, would make the field goal. This from this spot, though, would probably be a bit too far. They need the 19-yard line. Third and 24. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Here's the snap. Munoz stands in the pocket. It's a draw. Wright has got it. Wright, and he'll get to about the 30 and get to about the original line of scrimmage. I'm not sure that was Wright, actually. I think that was a different running back. No, that was Wright. So the question is, they go field goal here on 4th and 11 or 4th and 10, or do they keep the offense on the field? Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. This is a big play here. Trips to the bottom, 1 at the top. Can the Tigers get off the field? Or are they just going to hard count here? One Tiger did flinch, but he didn't come across. Another man flinched, and then a timeout called. So Carlsbad calls the timeout. It'll be a 4th down and 10. They were just going hard count to try to get the Tigers to jump off sides. 2:56 to go. Yeah, I got to think if you're Carlsbad with your field goal kicker who, like I said, he hit one from 42 that would have been good from 50 plus. You go up by 7. However, Tigers need a touchdown regardless. I guess you just have to balance the two, I guess. I mean, from the standpoint of Tigers could win with a touchdown, or they could still win with a touchdown if they go for the 2-point conversion. But interesting decision here for Carlsbad in the waning minutes of this game. But it would be 30. It'd be about the same, I think, as the last field goal. And it appears Carlsbad keeps the offense on the field. This could be the game here, 4th and 10. Tigers trying to get off the field. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 at the top. Munoz in the shotgun takes the snap. He will throw. And the blitz by Bloom got near him. Now here's a throw to the middle of the field, and it is complete to Castaneda, and he will get into the end zone for the touchdown. Tigers almost got there on the blitz, but not quite. And Munoz able to shake one of the tackles and then make the throw. And Castaneda gets in from about 27 yards out. backbreaker for sure. And here is the snap. Extra point is up and appears to be good. It is. So Carlsbad up now 30-19. As the Tigers trail on the Richardson Motor scoreboard with 2:44 remaining. You're listening to Tiger Football here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Kickoff coming from Carlsbad here, but Tigers need 11 points in less than 3 minutes to go. And line drive, and Sarah Saris will take it about the 15 to the 25 to the 30. Sarah Saris fighting for extra yardage and is not going to quite get to the 35-yard line. And so the Tigers offense out onto the field, and said, I think more than anything else in this second half, credit needs to go to the Carlsbad defense, as Alamogordo, which has been a tough offensive team to stop this year, and the Tigers in that first half were able to move the ball kind of at will, pick up some big plays. But it has not been to be here in this game. They need one of those quick touchdowns here, though. As Best will roll to his right and looking to throw. And he's in trouble and throws it away. And Valdez was kind of in the area. But Best will end up throwing the incompletion. The Tigers will face a second down and 10. .223 remaining. Tigers, I think, still have all their timeouts left, but we'll go 3 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Best will roll to his left, looking to throw, and again is in trouble, and is able to get away, and now spinning around, and now eventually throws, and throws it away. There's nobody near there, but he was well outside the pocket and got it past the line of scrimmage, so nothing doing there. And you can tell Nate's not at full speed, just his athleticism, and he's a little banged up. So in some of those plays in previous games, you would have seen him make a big run or something, but it looks like Carlsbad's going to get the win that they needed to lock up a playoff spot tonight. And Alamogordo will be maybe feeling a little bit more nervous. They still got to win one more game, and it's not a given going out to Clovis and expecting a win there. Best in the backfield and able to get away from one defender. Now looking to find somebody to go down the field to, and that looks like pass interference. It is. Bowman got contacted as he was going up for the pass. I do appreciate Rio Sanchez trying to make a little bit of an argument there, but they were both going up for the play, and he hit Bowman before the ball got there, so that's a pretty easy pass interference. So the Tigers will keep the drive alive here with 2:03 remaining. So eventually we get the pass interference call, and so it'll be 15 yards, and it'll take it to about the 49-yard line of Alamogordo, 1st and 10. And Tigers still have all 3 timeouts, so if they can score here, you could argue that they could kick it away and still have a chance, but again, I think it'll be onside kick. Got to get the score here first, though. Best rolling to his left, looking to throw, completes it to Bowman. You got a penalty flag at the near side. Not sure what that is. It's not near the line of scrimmage, but it's going to go to Bowman to the 31-yard line. Waiting to see what the near line judge calls. Holding on Carlsbad, so the play will count to the, where are they marking, 32-yard line. So it's a gain of 19 on the completion. And the Tigers will have 1st down and 10 in Carlsbad territory. I'm going to eat those words you watched. The Tigers are going to score here and make this interesting when I kind of gave the Carlsbad the win there. 1:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, I'm sorry. Best rolling to his right, looking to throw. And now he's going to step up and run with it. He's got a lot of room to the 20. Best to the 15. Still looking to find his way to the end zone, to the 10, fighting hard, and he's inside the 10-yard line. And the Tigers will have 1st and goal here. And I think Alamogordo's wanting a timeout, and eventually they get it. And they'll stop the clock with 1:36 remaining. So Best with a gain of about 22 yards. The Tigers need a touchdown, and they're going to need a onside kick. I don't know if Alamogordo is going to feel anywhere near comfortable enough with their field goal operation to try a field goal here. They've missed 2 extra points, and both of them were on bad snaps. So you got to feel like, unless it's just you don't really have a choice and you just got to try to go for something. But I think if you can get the touchdown here, get the onside kick, you're going towards the end zone. And I got to think that's why you call the timeout there, mainly because of how much time's left on the clock overall. And you know you're going to go onside kick. You're either going to get it or you're not, and that's going to be the ball game. So, 3rd downs and 4th downs. We'll look at that tonight as I think the thing that will help get Carlsbad over the top if Alamogordo can't make a crazy comeback here. Best fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw, and now looking to roll. Move into his left, going to throw out towards the end zone, and that one got hung up in the air. I think he was looking for Arona, but it falls to the ground. I think that was the best possible outcome, the way that it was. I don't know if it got tipped at the point of throw, but it was wobbling its way towards the end zone. 2nd and goal now from the 8. 1:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers down by 11. Work their way from about their own 31-yard line all the way down with goal to go now. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Best with Bloom to his left. And Alamogordo's going to have to use their 2nd timeout here. Alamo just not quickly enough out of the huddle. So the Tigers will be back at home next Thursday. Super tough test against Las Cruces, who coming off a bye. 2nd time this season, Alamogordo will face one of the Cruces schools coming off a bye on a short week. But what are you going to do? So the Tigers at least looking to get into the end zone here, and who knows what happens with an onside kick, I can't remember the last time I've seen an onside kick, like a true, one team is going to go onside kick, not a surprise onside kick. It's been a while since I've seen that, but why not tonight, right? Got to get the 6 here first, though, and I don't think it really matters, Val. I mean, they'll go for 2 here. I don't think it necessarily matters that much. Because I'd be surprised if Alamo was trying a field goal, but it'll be a touchdown, and then I'm sure they'll go for 2. But got to get the first part done. Second down and goal. Snap is a little bit low. Best able to pick it up. Best in trouble in the backfield. Best still in trouble. And he's going to be brought down all the way back at the 30-yard line. I don't know if they're going to give him any forward progress here, but that was, there's a little microcosm of the night. So it'll be goal to go now from outside the 25. They'll mark it at about the 27. Best looking to throw, going towards the near corner of the end zone, and Arona going for it. There's a penalty flag. And so the Tigers are going to get a pass interference penalty. And that's what you're looking for if you're the Tigers there. There is a penalty flag on the far sideline as well, so I guess the question is, are these offsetting, or are they both on Carlsbad? Maybe an eligible man downfield. Oh, Carlsbad had 12 again. At least they noticed it that time. Carlsbad had 12 on the field, so illegal substitution and pass interference, so it'll take it all the way to about the 11-yard line. Unless they got that call wrong on the far side. Carlsbad seems to think there was a penalty on Alamo. Officials are still talking it over, but the 2 signals were pass interference and then too many men. Carlsbad bench is not happy. So I'm not sure what the reason the Carlsbad side is upset there, but some reason. Here is Best dancing around in the backfield again and fighting to the end zone, and he's got a man. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. That is Keaton Arona for the second straight week, scoring with 49 seconds remaining. That's from about 11 yards out. And so the Tigers put it in the end zone. And we'll go for 2 here to try to make it a 3-point game, but now it'll come down to an onside kick after the point after touchdown. Bloom will be in the backfield. It looks like by himself under center goes Best. Fake of the handoff. Best getting away from the first defender. Gets away from the second defender. Going to throw out of bounds. And so the 2-point try is no good. It'll be 30-25. And so the Tigers will try an onside kick. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. It's been a weird game. Just had a lot of kind of oddball things, it seems like, going on. I think both Carlsbad more than Alamo. Carlsbad's going to feel if something crazy happens here and Carlsbad doesn't win this game, they're going to be feeling like they got some calls that didn't go their way. Now, I mean, I thought it was pass interference. I didn't count the guys in the field on that play, but like I said, there was a play earlier in the game that they had 12 out there, and I don't think it really ended up making much of a difference, but the Tigers will try the onside kick, and I think they're going to go with number 12, Yadiel Tirado, to kick the onside kick. So don't know, maybe if they've been using a different kicker to try onside kicks. But this will decide if Alamogordo still got a chance or not. Down by 5, 47 seconds remaining. And I think Carlsbad is going to call a timeout to talk things over. Again, this is one of those where everybody knows what's coming. But maybe at any level of football, this is the one you're most likely to maybe get an onside kick. I think if anything, just because of the nerve level, where you've got 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds out on the field. And it's nerve-wracking, and making sure that you make the right play here in this spot. So just the, bounding ball right at you, and, a football that if it's kicked well as an onside kick and is bouncing all over the place, who knows what happens. But so Best with 2 touchdown passes tonight, one to Bowman, and the other one to Arona. A touchdown run and a interception return for a touchdown. And will he get another chance with the football here? As the Tigers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait a minute. I think they've got too many. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no, they do have 11. All right, so Tirado is the one who's going to kick the, or at least I think. Moreno's out there as well, so maybe this is a little bit of a fake. We'll see. Tirado runs up to it, and it will bounce, and that's an easy one for Wright. And so Carlsbad will recover, and they will be able to kneel it out from here and hold on for the win. And that 4th and 10 touchdown pass to Castaneda was the difference in the ballgame. Tigers fought hard to the end and talked about it all week. You just knew this was going to be a tight one-possession game, and unfortunately for Alamogordo, the offense just could not get going in the second half. They did score right there at the end, but had plenty of other opportunities to extend their lead or retake the lead, and just couldn't do it. I think the Tigers only have one timeout here, so it should just be 2 knees. And it looks like Carlsbad's going to try to run it below 40. And that is indeed what they will do. Tigers do not use a timeout. Like I said, I think they've got one left, but so Carlsbad will get out of here with the victory. But an entertaining game, and like I said, Carlsbad well, is Alamogordo going to call a timeout now? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, they don't have enough timeouts to stop things here, but I have no idea what's going on here now. Well, they're talking it over with Coach Cisco now. Yeah, I'm a little confused on, like I said, I don't think Alamogordo, they're trying to reset the clock. I'm not sure what they're trying to reset it to. They've got it at 35 seconds now. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not sure it matters. With just one timeout remaining. and now no timeouts remaining. So Carlsbad will just kneel on it once, and that'll be all she wrote. And I guess maybe you're just hoping for something weird to happen here. Alamogordo, right? Well, Carlsbad just going to run. I don't know what they're doing. Why not just take a knee? What was the point of continuing to run back like that? I don't understand. You know, I mean, that's one of those that you could have just taken the knee and the game's over, but I don't know. So Carlsbad grabs the win here, 30-25, and defeat the Alamogordo Tigers. And Alamogordo will drop to 1-3 in districts and 4-4 overall on the season. You're listening to Tiger Football. The Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show is coming up for you next, and we'll be right back.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR for 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Did you know that First National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Otero County? This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Our associates are the best. Not only do they provide great customer service, but they also serve in various roles with organizations in our community. They help at schools and even raise money for scholarships at NMSUA. Does your out-of-state bank or credit union care about our community like we do? Come see our friendly and knowledgeable associates today.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Carlsbad gets the win, 30-25. Really fun game tonight. We had some, big plays on both sides. Carlsbad had a, long touchdown reception. Could have had a kickoff and a punt return for a touchdown, but penalties brought those back. Tigers had a long run, a long kick or interception return for a touchdown, long pass play, but consistency on offense wasn't quite there, and they just needed a stop or two more on defense, and especially on 3rd and 4th down, just were not able to make the stops when they needed to. And credit to Carlsbad, I thought, offensively they had the better game, and defensively as the game progressed after they got off to a slow start defensively, boy, they really played well. as the game progressed. A lot of credit to the Carlsbad Cavemen. It's a solid football team, and we knew this was going to be a close game. And Carlsbad made the plays, especially late, and Alamogordo did not. It's simple as that. And disappointing for the Tigers. I don't think this is the end of Alamogordo's playoff chances. I think it's going to be a little more nerve-wracking. They've still got to beat Clovis at the end of the year. But I do think Alamogordo's still going to have a shot at getting in. But definitely it's going to be will they take 5 out of this district, I think, is the question. And it's either going to – it's going to come down to that, or it's going to come down to, I think, a third team making it out of the Los Lunas-La Cueva district. So, yeah, who knows how that goes. And not necessarily give, that's what happened a couple years ago. Clovis beat Los Lunas to keep Alamogordo out of the playoffs. There's somebody that surprises someone and, gets up there to third place or second place in that district. There's still a lot of football left to be played, though, to try to figure all of that out. But heck of an effort from a lot of different guys from Alamogordo tonight. Nate Best, he did things offensively and defensively, and you could tell that he was a little beat up and kept fighting hard for the Tigers tonight. Jesse Galez had a solid game defensively. Bryson Bloom played well tonight. Who else did I mention? Plenty as the evening went on. Thanos Saraceras had another great game defensively for the Tigers. And Keaton Arona had a touchdown reception. Tristan Bowman had a touchdown reception. So a couple positive things. Tanner Novacek, mentioned him a few times. Michael Scott, number of times tonight, mentioned him. He was doing some good things on that defensive line for the Tigers tonight. And I'm sure there's some other players that I just haven't thrown out there, but certainly good effort from the Tigers tonight. Disappointing, but one of those where, I think Alamo can look at this game themselves and feel like they didn't make the plays that they needed to. That's not, not that a bad luck bounce here or there or a penalty that went against them. It was, just not able to get off the field defensively. Consistency offense, too many sacks given up and, just not being able to move the ball as well as you have most of the season. So, not that makes anything feel any better, but, it gives you that fire to try and get it going better next week. But going to be really tough at home against Las Cruces next Thursday. All right, we're going to take our last break and come back. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Carlsbad wins 30-25. And we'll get some scores from around the state. Looks like we got finals for both Tularosa and Mescalero Apache, so we'll let you know about those, and we'll return and wrap it up. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Take advantage of OSU's Visa Platinum credit card for those extra school expenses. It offers a low intro rate of 2.99% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. OSU now offers buy now, pay later installment payments, and tap to pay convenience. Apply online today. Visit www.oterofcu.org. 13.96% to 18% APR after 12 billing cycles. Based on credit worthiness, all loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Installment payments available after intro rate expires. Federally insured by NCUA.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo Tigers fall 30-25 as they drop this one at home to Carlsbad. Tigers 4-4 and 1-3 in district, and will host Las Cruces coming up on Thursday night next week. And then bye week for the Tigers, and they'll finish up on the road against Clovis. So senior night next week for the Tigers. Man, I just had a complete brain bleh. Thule was at home tonight against Jow. I don't know. All week long, I thought it was a road game. I don't know what happened. It was one of those I'm sitting here going, huh. So apologies to Wildcats and Wildcats fans there. They did unfortunately fall to Jow at home 13-6. Wildcats are 2-5, 0-1 in district. They'll be at Loving next Friday. Mescalero Apache 52-0 fell to Melrose. 1-6, 0-5 in district for the Chiefs. They will be at Tatum next Friday. So Cloudcroft plays tomorrow, and they are at home against Cuesta. I double-checked during the break because apparently I'm bad at my job. I don't know what else to say. For the life of me, I wish somebody had called me on that and corrected me. I don't know, man. Just have those moments of, I don't know what, stupidity. All right, other scores from around the states. Let's see. Boy, El Dorado and Sandia in a crazy game, 53-50. Looks like it's still going on. Hobbs up 45-33 on Centennial, so they may be headed to a win there. And Clovis rallied to beat Oregon Mountain, 30-23. I think Oregon Mountain was up 2 scores earlier, so pretty nice win there. Dexter beat Ruidoso 48-0. West Las Vegas, they'll beat Robertson. They're up 35-6. St. Pius beat Portales 45-7. Albuquerque High beat West Mesa 65-42. Silver up on Chaparral 21-13. Shows fourth quarter. Nemi beat Cobre 28-0. Hatch Valley 53-14 over Socorro. Belen looks like they're going to beat Miamura. They're up 52-12. La Cueva looks like they're going to finish up against Los Lunas up 51-29. A lot of high-scoring games tonight. My goodness. Okay, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Thanks to Otero Federal Credit Union bringing the post-game show. Richardson Motor Company, your scoreboard. And on the scoreboard tonight, it was Alamogordo falling 30-25 to Carlsbad. And a shout-out to the Winner's Circle, Ochoa Stucco, and First National Bank as our other Tiger Sports sponsors. We appreciate all of them so much. Next Tiger Sports broadcast is next Thursday from here at Tiger Stadium, Alamogordo against Las Cruces, as it'll be senior night for these Alamogordo Tigers. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you guys next week here from Tiger Stadium. And again, your final 30-25. Carlsbad defeats Alamogordo. So long, everybody.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178.
Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy skies, and Alamogordo low of 63, Cloudcroft low of 43. For Saturday, mostly cloudy, becoming cloudy, 60% chance of rain. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 83, low of 62. Cloudcroft, high of 67, overnight low of 46 degrees.
Somewhere around 400 feet off the ground, RPG came through.